Hello, it's good to be back with you again. Here we are in the second week of lockdown, and how difficult it can be for us. It's not an easy time, is it? Let's be honest. We're probably crawling up the walls when we wanted to rip each other's hair out. Sometimes when you're with people for a long time, it's not as easy as you think it ought to be. As I was reading today the readings for the Eucharist, I came across the piece in the book of Numbers, and I'd like to read that to you. The Israelites left Mount Hor by the road to the Sea of Suf to skirt the land of Edom. On the way, the people lost patience. They spoke against God and against Moses. "Why do you bring us up out of Egypt to die in this wilderness? For there is neither bread nor water here, and we are sick of this unsatisfying food." At this, God sent fiery serpents among the people. Their bite brought death to many in Israel. The people came and said to Moses, "We have sinned by speaking against the Lord and against you. Intercede for us with the Lord to save us from these serpents." Moses interceded for the people, and the Lord answered him, "Make a fiery serpent and put it on a standard. If anyone is bitten and looks at it, he shall live." So Moses fashioned a bronze serpent, which he put on a standard. And if anyone was bitten by the serpent, he looked at the bronze serpent and lived. It's a curious story in some ways, but it does remind us of our own predicament. The Hebrew people were in that wilderness, we are told, for 40 years. Of course, they were getting sick of each other and sick of Moses. "Why did you bring us out of Egypt to die in this wilderness?" We could say that now. Why are we in this situation? Why is God leading us into this awful virus? Why is God doing all these things that are affecting us and our families? But of course, God didn't do it. The people moaned. That's the sort of people we are, isn't it? There's neither bread nor water here, and we're sick of this unsatisfying food. Well, food is in short supply a little at the moment, so some of it will be unsatisfying. There's a limit to how many times you can have baked beans on toast. As the people were moaning, there came amongst them these serpents, fiery serpents, and their bite brought death to many. The people realised then that they were having a go at God and Moses for no real cause. "We have sinned by speaking against the Lord and against you. Intercede for us with the Lord to save us from these serpents." We're told that Moses interceded for them and was asked by God to make a bronze serpent and put it on a standard. And so it was that the people looked up at this bronze serpent, and if they'd been bitten, they found their healing. And you know, this is a prefiguring of the cross of our Lord. Jesus was nailed to the cross and lifted up high. And those who looked upon him then, as those who look upon him now, find their healing. The interesting thing is, of course, those people all those years ago and we today need to lift our heads up. We need to look beyond the troubles of this present time. We need to lift our heads high and to gaze upon Jesus, for in him we'll find our healing. It may not be physical healing, but it will be the healing of our spirits, the healing of our communities, the healing of the love we have for one another, which sometimes falters in these stressful times. Don't be like those Israelites who were moaning, who kept grumbling about any and everything. Make sure we're the people who lift our heads high, look to our Lord, and go forward with cheer, with hope, and with light in our hearts.